Canelo Alvarez is about to remind the world why he's still the face of boxing. On May 3rd, in the heart of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, fans are gearing up for an explosive night as Canelo goes head-to-head with William Scull in a high-voltage showdown for the Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship. It's more than just a title bout. It's a statement fight. Canelo is stepping in with something to prove, and he's not coming to share the spotlight. The match will take place at the venue, one of Saudi Arabia's premier fight destinations, and it's set to unify every major belt at 168 pounds, including the iconic Ring Magazine title. On paper, it's being billed as a unification fight, but let's get real. Canelo was already the undisputed champ. He didn't lose his IBF title in the ring. It was taken from him over a technical issue when he didn't meet a mandatory defense. William Scull later claimed that belt after beating Vladimir Shishkin last year, but many believe he's just holding a title that still belongs to Canelo. The IBF has developed a reputation for disrupting champions' reigns. They did the same thing to Terence Crawford right after he became the first undisputed welterweight champion in the four-belt era. Then they pressured Oleksandr Usyk to vacate his heavyweight IBF title shortly after his own historic undisputed run. Now, they've pulled the same move on Canelo. So while this fight will technically make him a two-time undisputed champion at 168, most boxing fans and analysts never stopped recognizing him as the true king of the division. Canelo's dominance at super middleweight has never really been in question. He's defended his belts against elite fighters and remained the division's most feared name. This fight against Scull is more about solidifying a legacy that was never broken and shutting down any talk of doubt. Scull is undefeated and tough, but he's never faced someone with Canelo's experience, power, and ring IQ. For Canelo, it's about reminding the world that no one takes his throne, inside or outside the ring. With the boxing world watching, this bout is shaping up to be more than a title fight. It's a challenge to authority. Can Scull rise to the moment and shock the world? Or will Canelo once again silence the noise and show why he's boxing's undisputed superstar? One thing is certain, this fight is going to light up the night in Riyadh. So who do you think walks out as the real king of 168? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Fight Night breakdowns. Canelo Alvarez's journey to this point has been anything but ordinary. From his early days in Mexico to becoming a global boxing icon, he has consistently silenced critics and taken on the biggest names in the sport. At 168 pounds, he didn't just win belts. He dominated champions like Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, and Caleb Plant to claim them. The road wasn't handed to him. He earned every inch of it with grit, power, and a sharp boxing mind. That's what makes this clash with William Scull more personal. It's about reclaiming what was taken outside the ropes. William Scull, meanwhile, enters this fight with everything to gain and nothing to lose. The undefeated Cuban-German fighter has quietly built up his record and impressed with solid performances, especially his unanimous decision win over Vladimir Shishkin. But despite his credentials and current IBF title, many still see him as the underdog stepping into a lion's den. Scull knows this could be the defining moment of his career. If he manages to shock the world and beat Canelo, his name instantly becomes legendary. But doing that against a fighter of Canelo's caliber is a monumental challenge. What makes this showdown so intriguing is not just the stakes, it's the contrast in styles. Canelo is a master counterpuncher with explosive body shots, slick head movement, and patience that breaks opponents down round by round. Scull, on the other hand, brings energy, pressure, and stamina, looking to overwhelm his opponents with activity. This will be a real test of experience versus hunger, timing versus volume, and presence versus opportunity. Canelo's calm, calculated style will be pushed by a young, hungry fighter trying to dethrone him in front of the world. Another layer to this fight is the growing significance of Saudi Arabia in boxing's landscape. With more high-profile events being hosted there, the kingdom has become a new home for mega fights. This bout in Riyadh isn't just a championship fight. It's part of a larger shift in the sport's geography. For Canelo, this is also a chance to expand his global brand. For Scull, It's the biggest spotlight he's ever had, and the world will be watching to see if he can handle the pressure that comes with it. As we count down to fight night, the tension continues to build. Will Canelo remind the world why he's still the most dominant force at 168? Or will Scull pull off one of the biggest upsets in recent memory? One thing is clear, this isn't just a fight for belts, it's a fight for legacy. Both men are coming with fire in their hearts. And by the end of the night, the super middleweight division will have its true king, one who earned every ounce of respect under the bright lights of Riyadh.